this EU India Grade, where it is nucleated, and now that EU India Grade 2 is still trying to address some of the challenges in the high energy physics. And from the Garuda side, I'll just briefly say this is a not that old project. We started about 5-6 years back, and we are in the third phase of the Garuda, which is an Indian national initiative to connect various almost 45 institutes across India, where CDAC taking a prime role of coordinations. And presently is connected to the high-speed connectivity from National Knowledge Network, is a high-speed gigabit network. And the main objective of the Garuda is to provide a very stable, robust, and efficient grid environment, which will allow people and various quality of service to run their application and get their output. And this is some of the major deliverables I have listed, but one of the important one which I'll highlight here is interoperations with international grids. This is being one of the common visions or common objective. I'd like to tell that in that we are trying that EU India Grid interoperation and interoperability is being looked at in various stages. In the collaboration's outcome, what happened in the EU India Grid, which is actually helps both the Indian side and the EU side, and one of the outcome was in this Garuda project is setting up a Indian Grid Certificate Authority. This is came out just last year in the second phase of the Garuda project. What happens in the previous grid project, we used to get our digital certificate issued from Taiwan, and Indian Grid didn't have any certification authority. So Garuda initiated this based on our experiences. This grid certificate first time we initiated, and it is operational now, and this is for last 2 years is going on very interesting way for running our Garuda, running our grid project, but also other Indian grid projects and international grid projects. People from India are using this certificate very effectively. The other issue is interoperability of middleware and applications. This is also a very useful collaborations outcome we are trying to address. We found that initially it was a challenge for Garuda itself to how to write applications so that people have a standard component. But when you wanted to address those issues in other middleware like G-Lite, which is used in Europe, it was a much more difficult issues. So those interoperability addresses also we found out very good forum of discussions and coming out with the solutions in exercise. And obviously the research area where we addressed here is climate change, material science, life science. These are key areas, but we have other areas also where some of the people trying to address like a collaborative learning or computational fluid dynamics. So very few groups are working in those domains also, but I want to highlight only the key main area where people are focusing this Garuda Grid at present. Now EU India Grid, as you said in the beginning, the sustainability being one of the key component, we try to bring out a global toolkit is a web service approach it has taken. So you see a lot of synergy of future grid middleware coming from Europe, like a G-Lite, Unicore, and ARC. That also has a lot of web service component. So we are trying to see a lot of evolving standards, which, because of our mutual discussion, we are trying the standardizations of both the sides. We are seeing that we will be able to address this interoperability much simpler way as we go along. And we are seeing that interoperability is not the issue at the middleware level. Finally, it has to be addressed at the application level. The top level, the user should be able to run, whether he's sitting in Europe or India, he should have a common platform to run his code, and for that he have a common platform, common kind of user interface that will be addressed not only application level but at the middleware level as well. And that's where the other issues like security and other components, other standardizations issues are coming. Presently Garuda, as I said, is based on the Global Toolkit version 4. It has a security mechanism of authorizations using BIM proxy, VOMs, and similar mechanism also we are seeing that getting available in the G-Lite in the European platform. Garuda also for the data, I see that storage resources SRM standard we have started adopting, and this is also the SRM standards, and some portions are getting used in also in the Europe various platforms, including EG framework. And for the job submissions, as I mentioned before, and the information systems, Garuda is using Global Toolkit 4, and the similar, we have to see the mechanism how this interoperability get addressed at the job submission level. And what actually from the applications level people are looking for, obviously, as I said, both at the low level and high level, we should have a standardized platform, and those informations are going to build up a common platform for all the research scientists to run their applications. And we have a few discussions, and we are seeing that we have drawn up a schematic that will be approaching more or less in this directions. Hopefully maybe another 6 to 8 months time we have a platform ready, and we are trying to address each layer, not only the global middleware layer, application layer, but the network layer also, because NKN being another new content in our EU India project in the phase 2. The previous phase we had a different network, and this phase we have a new network called NKN, and trying to see the network level issues of interoperability also get addressed. So with this few words, I thought I'll conclude that we see the sustainability can be achieved as a long-term shared visions. If you have that directions, that will be surely an attainable goal. And we see that EU India great scientists are collaborating in various areas with their defining needs, and we see that the standards are important to attain that interoperability issues. And it can be really, we can achieve this interoperability in an effective way if we can really listen to the user's requirement and taken all the considerations very effectively. So those few words, I'd like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.